in his first 2 years, so historically, he is the only president on record who never passed overall 50% approval in the first 2 years in office. Every other president has been able to do that. Some significantly higher, in the wake of 9/11 or whatever, much higher. He never was able to do it. The overall support for his impeachment is higher than his approval rating, which is pretty amazing. I randomly saw, and when you see this number, understand that it includes many Republicans. 57% of the public say that they believe Russia has dirt on Trump.
That they have compromising information on our president. 57% of the country believes that. I mean,
I just use all of his numbers are getting bad at this point in every area related to the shutdown or not related to the shutdown.
And that leads to a point I often make. Like, people are still think that Trump has some sort of magic and that he could be deeply unpopular as he was in 2016 and still win elections. There ain't no magic to winning an election when 57% of the country thinks you're working for the Russians. So people are like, oh my God, we can't let Trump win. Don't worry, Trump's got that on lockdown. Okay, I mean, the only way you could possibly lose is to put another terribly establishment candidate up against them. I don't know.
That couldn't happen.
I know it could. I hear you. But don't be afraid of him is my point. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer stood up to him here, and all of a sudden it worked. And there is no magic. And the more you stand up to him, the more he seems like a spoiled little brat, because that's what he is.
Yeah.
And the worse his numbers are. So there is no real power here. When 57% of the country hates you, right? And thinks you're working for our adversaries, there is no power. You should just bulldoze him, as Pelosi very accurately and effectively showed with this government shutdown. On the go? Don't worry, we got you covered. You can still listen to TYT at our new podcast network. Find us on Apple Podcasts, the Google Play Store, or at tyt.com/podcast.